Hey, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, I just looked at that, Lenny. We me and a friend of mine was just talking about the older ornaments of that right there. I noticed that was $196. The older ornaments are bringing like $400 now. The ones they first originally came out with. A friend of mine said, "I've got one of them." He said, "But my wife won't let me sell it." I said, "I think I'd sell it at $400. You can buy a lot more ornaments for that." Yeah, that's $200. That one right there, I seen $196. But I thought I'd come on here just a few minutes where we're helping Becky get a lot of the shipping done and stuff, and wanted to say happy belated Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope everybody had a good time yesterday. I know some people's got dinners planned for this weekend. And Sean, I gave Owen the Christmas story painting I bought for him that you painted. Yes. We'll be open tomorrow. Hope you guys are having we'll have to finish up with our shipping stuff tomorrow and get that done. Hey, John. Yeah, he liked it a lot. I gave him the choice between the lamp and the fudge one, and he liked it. So we're here getting shipping done, trying to help Becky get that done. Looking at storage units. I'm looking at one right now. There's one in Missouri that I like pretty well. So we'll have to, I think that ends Monday. Let me see. I'll show it to y'all if they've not done canceled it. See what y'all think about it. I can't actually show the screenshot of it. Maybe I can turn that. Let me turn the TV on here. But man, this place is a mess in here. Oh, we're gonna have Barbie dolls, guys. Yeah, we're gonna have Barbie dolls coming up. We'll show y'all a few of them for Tuesday night's auction. For people that likes Barbie dolls, we just got a hold of some Barbie dolls that we're gonna have. Let me turn this around here.
I just want to show this.
I just got a load of Barbie dolls in, so you people that likes Barbie dolls.
Yeah. You want to jump all over that with the holiday one.
Yeah, this is a really nice one right here too. That's just a few of them that we got, and we got some Hot Wheels, brand new Hot Wheels or old new stock Hot Wheels. No, Shelly, we're not having an auction tonight. We're going to put up our Christmas tree tonight at the house, and we're here's a few more of the Barbie dolls that we got a hold of.
Look like little Mary had a little lamb. Look like.
So we've got a few of the Barbie dolls that's going to be coming up Tuesday night, and we got some nice Hot Wheels. I think I got about 50 of them.
Little Bo Peep.
Little Bo Peep. But we got the auction. Let me see if I can show y'all this unit. Sort of give y'all an idea of what we do. Let me go back to the first picture here. See if I can get the camera turned around so you guys can see the unit here. No, that ain't gonna work.
God, what?
Good night.
How many screens you got on there?
Now maybe that'd be
Can
better.
you show her up here?
Gary, I need a long-term grandkid, Carlo, please.
Where they at?
You should have all them over there, Becky.
But I'm not finding it.
But as you can see right there, that unit is 20 foot deep. A lot of boxes. Yeah, they're all over there, Becky. I know that.
They're all over there, Becky.
On them.
Did you show it to them?
Yeah.
Okay. There ain't no more bottles over here at all.
That one just showed with black and pink. Look that up. I had one with water damage like that and almost had a stroke when I saw what it was worth. John's already wanted to start the bidding on them. I've got to help Becky find a knife. I'll be right back, guys. I just want to holler at y'all a few minutes and tell you guys.
Don't you know over here no more?
Show y'all. Let me.
I think there's a couple picking up for it. I looked at it.
Yeah, it's Jody and them.
Yeah, I ain't seen them. Well, look at this.
Yeah, they actually bought one when we were down.
In a box.
I've got Coco.
Yeah, we got them.
Now, the greatest knife was
Yeah, that bottle thing's in a.
that was one that they bought that one. We was in.
Yeah, this one too.
No, Coca-Cola.
Oh, I thought it's all cool. Sorry. Ain't no bottle of it, but that's what it is.
I thought I had it over there too. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I'll go look again.
Yeah, you should have it over there.
I should have both of them.
Ain't no bottle of it, but it's in a cardboard box.
Yeah, they bought that when we was down there in the motel room.
Yeah, cool.
I'm supposed to have the next one to get.
Very
Better.
good.
All of them tested negative.
Yeah.
That's amazing how
Yeah, it is.
a neighbor had it. And his wife, their mother, kid, mother, and got it. But he had it real bad. He had one in hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just never know who it's gonna hit really hard.
No, it's almost like some people have a built-in immunity.
Something, because I mean, Jimmy could have got sicker than Robin. I mean, with all his health problems
When he
and
test
stuff.
positive,
Yeah, but he could have got sicker is what I'm
Jimmy
saying.
test positive.
Yes, he did. Well, I mean, I don't know if he did. I just,
I don't know if he did. No, he did. I
he
think
never tested, I don't think,
Oh,
but I
he did?
think he had it.
But all of them got tested. And there's one back
Yeah. I know it's
there.
it is.
Hey, I've been watching the FaceTime. Wow. I know for a while that's been crazy.
Yeah,
I knew
exactly.
they were designated. I was probably at least 18 home.
Yeah,
But she had to test and everything.
yeah. Yeah, we went to Jimmy's, not too long ago, but it's been a little while. Yeah, Jimmy's birthday.
I don't know. I don't find that much. I don't think I'll just call it all.
It's fine.
That's somewhere too. It's got- and then three others.
Yeah,
They just take it off their animals.
okay, okay.
Yeah, they're not all the orders.
Well, and we just, you know, I mean, I hope that's all right.
No, that's fine. And like I said, I find that though,
I can promise you
we'll
that.
get it to you before Christmas.
Yeah,
And I just don't pay for it right now.
okay, that's fine.
Cause I know I've got a few extra because I wanted to give out.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
I gave my, India gave Madeline, it was her birthday the other day, my granddaughter, Charles Misty's kid, gave her a rifle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the other grandkids are gonna be upset. All right, guys, I'm back. I missed out. Yeah, I seen that, Shelley. Our condolences go out to you. Seems like I ought to know him. He's close to my age. Yeah, the teenager, not teenager no more. I always consider him a teenager because he played ball with Jeremiah Lucas Woods. Passed away in a car accident. 22-year-old, and they had his funeral today, and they just was allowed 25 people at the funeral. But when we stopped uptown when the procession was coming through, and it was probably 60, 70, 80 cars that was following them out to the cemetery. So we definitely want to remember David and Kim, the mom and dad for sure, losing their only son, 22 years old, to a car accident. They were really good friends of ours. All right, guys, but we're looking at that unit. What y'all think about that unit? That it's in Missouri, and it's already bid up there pretty high. And of course, us going to Missouri, you're adding another $600-700 on the expense. So, but that's the best one that we found so far, and that ends Monday, I think. Let me see. No, that actually ends tomorrow. So we'll bid on that one. It looked like a lot of interesting boxes. But it's a 5-hour drive, which turns out to be usually on a 5-hour drive on Google's maps turns out to be around a 6.5 hour drive. Because time you stop and you stretch your legs or go to the bathroom. Yeah, that'd be a great road trip. And I don't know when they're actually open. I don't know if they're open on Sunday or not, to where I could actually go up there Sunday and pick that up. Let me see what time they're open. Closed on Sunday. So it'll be a Monday trip that we would go up there and pick that up if we win it, if they don't wind up canceling it. But I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving. See y'all. Y'all be careful. We just a great. Yeah, I know it, Jeff. We had turkey. We had our Cajun turkey that we smoked, and then a regular turkey, and then of course ham and my cornbread dressing. All the family got to come and be there with us, except for little Jerry. He's got COVID. He's getting over it right now, but he's got to stay on quarantine until next Friday, I think, is when he gets to go back to work. He said, Daddy, he said it was funny. I worked for you all summer. We went all over the United States about it. Well, not, especially South. And so far works to probably 3,000-4,000 people. Didn't wear a mask, just washed their hands the whole time. And he said, I go to work, where they require a mask and everything. And I'm not blaming it on that. But he said, it's sort of funny. I go to work wearing a mask, and I wind up getting COVID. So he's better than his wife, girlfriend, fiance, and the 2 babies, my 2 grandkids. They've not got it. And she tested negative. So that's just amazing how that all works. It just still amazes me. And he told me, he said, Daddy, he said, it's a lot worse than the flu. And he said, I've had the flu. And he said, I knew when I got sick that it was COVID. And he stayed sick for about 3 days, pretty sick. And we took him some stuff over and set it on the porch because we hadn't been around him in probably 3 weeks, 4 weeks since he started working at Goodlettsville, Tennessee. So he's better, though. We FaceTimed him yesterday. We didn't get to see the babies. Little JT, Junior Whitney III, I saw him on FaceTime. He said, please, let's go Pacas. Please take me to Pacas. And that broke my heart, not getting to see them on Thanksgiving, because every year all of us always gets together and we get to see everybody. But I'm thankful for, my other daughters that got to come and grandkids. And we just had a big old time there. We got out there and throw the football. That's a family tradition. Even the girl, little Ruby's she may wind up being a football player. She's got an arm on her, and she can throw the perfect spiral. And I was aggravated yesterday. I said, we may have a first girl football player out here in Allen County with little Ruby. So we had a big time, and I hope you did too. Whether you're in Mississippi, New York, New Jersey, Colorado, Arizona, Georgia, wherever you're at, Florida. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Got to spend some time with your family. I know some people just did a virtual, maybe, FaceTime in there, like I did with little Jerry. But I hope you got to spend time with them. Either way, you did it, and I hope you enjoyed your meal. I ate so much. I mean, it was just, I sat there and I set my hand on my belly. I had ate so much. And of course, when we're cooking, we got up early that morning and started cooking more, getting everything done. And the problem is, you don't got enough oven space. Everything basically got to go in the oven. You ain't got enough oven space, and you're set on a time when you tell everybody to be there. So our Thanksgiving went, pretty good. Indy done a great job. The girls helping done a great job. We just had a good time on Thanksgiving. And I hope you guys did too. I hope you got to make your famous recipe. Everybody's got one certain recipe in their family that's handed down to them, and they make on Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I hope you got to make that recipe, whatever it was, whether it's your green bean casserole dishes or whatever. I hope you got to enjoy that and your family got to enjoy that. Now, enjoy eating the leftovers for the next 2 or 3 days. Emily called me a while ago. Oh, good deal, Sandy. I hope you guys got to enjoy it. Emily called me a while ago. She said, Daddy, we've reheated all the food. And I said, I'm not going to eat right now. I ate enough yesterday. I'm going to eat when I get done helping Becky and trying to look at some units here for you guys for next week. We got a lot of stuff that we've got to go through and sort out here. So next week's auctions should be pretty decent. And if we buy that unit in Missouri, I told you guys the other night what we was going to do. We won't do a lot of lives, but we'll do a lot of recording and try to edit it out so it's not just a lot of dead airspace. And from the time we're bidding on the unit, we're going to record that and show you how we look at it. And then we're going to record, on the road trip, some of the stops and carrying on that we do. And then when we get there and we open up the door, we'll do some recording there. I want to try to get a tripod just to be able to set the camera up and do some recording. And then we'll come back and we'll edit it all out into one pretty decent show. And we'll actually even do the auction. When we're auctioning, we'll do some recording on, particular items. If we find some really good items, from the time we find it in the box, and then we'll edit it to where you're seeing it auctioned live here on YouTube. I think it'd be a pretty good show. We're going to try to put together a good show for YouTube. Try to edit it down. No, Dana, no auction this weekend. We're going to be putting up our Christmas tree, and I've seen a lot of people on Facebook. They've already put up their Christmas tree, which that's great. So we're putting up ours tonight. When Jasmine, she went to work at Sonic down here, she gets off at 7. So we're going to put up the Christmas tree then there at the house and try to get our little Christmas deal going. And I've got a great big Christmas tree in our front yard. And I think I put back some lights, and I'm going to try to do that this evening too. I think I'll take Sammy with me, and we're going to try to string up that great big old Christmas tree. We have a good time every time we string that big old. It's probably, I'd say 20-some foot tall, maybe taller than that. It's in our front yard, and actually, the people that owned the house before, they had bought a real tree, and with the roots on it, and planted it out there several Christmases ago. And this thing has just grew so humongous, and the kids enjoy decorating the outdoor tree. But no, we'll have an auction Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday night. Hopefully we'll be in Missouri. If we win that, we'll go to, that's fine, Dana. Tell William we'll be back at it Tuesday night. And if we go to Missouri, if we win that auction tomorrow, we may go up there Sunday night and stay all night and be ready to load out Monday morning. And then Monday morning, get everything loaded out. It looks like it'll be easy load out. A lot of good boxes. I don't know. Some of you may not have seen it. I'll get back over there on that. And let me turn the camera around again here and go crazy there. Isn't that crazy? Does that just keep on going and going in infinity or what? But let me show y'all there. And go back to this unit. But guys, look at that. It's 20 foot deep, and it's got a lot of boxes in it. And I hope none of my competitors are watching right now. But it's nothing but boxes stacked plumb up to the ceiling. Look there. And it looks like it's tall ceilings too. And this is an indoor unit at that. And you can't tell a whole lot about it. You know, you can't. It's just, you don't know if it's really good items. And it's indoor. You can see right there the concrete. So that's an indoor unit. So that's the one we're actually looking at. And like I said, I hope I haven't got any competitors that's watching right now. But it's a pretty decent looking unit. I looked at the rest of them. They don't look that great, but I like it when it's a lot of boxes. Dana right now it's $800. And with not knowing and it being that far away, it's about a 5-hour drive from here. And without knowing that, we won't be able to go much higher on that. But it ends tomorrow. Because it'll be a big chance, especially you pay 10% to the auction company. So right now, basically, it's at $900. And we'll look at it again, try to get some clues. But it really looks like clean, a clean unit. It's in climate controlled unit, or at least inside. Just because they're inside don't mean they're climate controlled. I've been in some of them that's just as cold or as hot inside of a truly indoor unit. It's climate controlled. They keep it at a certain temperature all year round. So hopefully that's what that one is. And so that unit right there probably, hey, Kalina, that unit right there they pay probably $150 a month. And so when they're paying $150 a month, for a unit, you'd think, and it's probably been there quite a while, you'd think that it's quite a bit of good stuff in there. And especially when there's a lot of boxes like that. I mean, we're hoping that it'll be a good unit, and we don't know that we'll get it or not, but we are planning on bidding on it. And if we get up there, we'll get back late Monday night. We'll have some of those items actually Tuesday night. They'll unload the truck Tuesday. But we're looking at some other units also. They don't look as good as that one, but there's some in Georgia. I think Marietta, Georgia. There's some down there that we're looking at also. But now we've got still quite a bit of items that with the Barbie dolls we're going to have.
Hot Wheels.
Hey, Hidden, glad to see you. Yeah, we've got some Hot Wheels and the Barbie dolls. Cleaner, you just joined us. We just purchased about 7 or 8 real nice Barbie dolls that's in the box and everything that we're going to be having. And Shelly told me that one of them was a real expensive Barbie doll. So she had one that was water damaged at one time. And she said she had looked it up and it was a ridiculous price on it. I can't remember which one it was. But we picked up some die-cast cars. I know some folks.
Rooster.
Yeah, some folks like the die-cast cars and things like that. So we try to help out some of the local wheelers and dealers here, business people, and purchase off them when we can to sell at the auction. And I think that's what it's all about, is helping each other, especially in the time and the hour that we live in. Would you please send that 220 elephant paint to Hidden for me? Sure, Kalina. Oh, the one that you purchased the other night. I got you. We'll do that, Kalina. Hidden, that'll be a late birthday present for you. I'd actually send him an elephant painting too. I don't know if he's got it yet or not. But thank you, Kalina. I'll tell Becky. To do that. But now going to Missouri from Scottsville, it's about 3 different routes we can take. So we've not decided which route we can take, even if we win that unit. And I'm probably going to go ahead and bid on it anyway right now and see if I get the bid. I'll place a bid in on it and see if I wind up with the bid here. Nope, been outbid. Let's hit it again. Still been outbid. Congratulations, I'm the high bidder. So we just bid on it, and we're the high bidder at $910. So
What's the name of it? George.
we'll see
George.
how great.
Got a knife with him?
Georgie
George?
Porgy's his name.
He got a knife, he's looking for his knife. Is it over
What?
here?
What knife?
That blue one,
What blue one?
The Mason.
Mason 9,
Barlow knife, right?
what is it?
No.
Masonry knife.
It said, it had the Mason symbol on it.
Mm.
Is it Barlow?
I don't know if it was Barlow. I just wrote Mason.
Oh, I know India picked that one out. You got it, them over there now, Becky.
I thought I did, I'm not finding it. There's a lot of them that are not one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Sammy to show y'all them Barbies. Becky's lost a trove of knives. I'll fix out the fire, but
What do you want to put right here?
what?
What do you want print? They want to buy. Put soda on them. That was one.
Yeah, something down here. Something right there. That's a little Bo Peep. And that one.
I done looked them up.
And got that pretty one. Ooh. Got that one. That holiday one. This is my favorite one right here. I like this one. Holiday. Man,
We didn't have such a low.
that's it. That's Cinderella there.
And I got my other thing,
How's it on the doll?
well, I don't even remember which one was. Won't you let me try that and then we'll work something out on that, okay? I will work something out. I just got some speakers that,
Let me grab you a
load in.
Grab him one. Do you buy the 25-foot mic cord?
Yeah.
Get him one of them 25-foot mic cord there. We
What
got
is-
bunches of them.
I don't even need it, I just bought it just to buy, I don't even need
What
it.
it?
Right,
It was cheap enough.
I just bought it just to buy it.
They're in the whole box of the mic cords. But guys, I've got to get off here. I've got too much going on here. Becky's over there losing everything.
Losing her mind.
What mine?
Sammy, I may move that whole box out of the way over here.
Huh?
Just a whole box of little white cords down in there. The 25-foot mic cords.
Don't think I know what it on.
There was you could plug a guitar on one end and a,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Got 3 prong on one end and the guitar plug on the other. I don't want the one that's got 3 prong on both ends. I bought the other one. It ain't no big deal if you can't find it. I mean, I'll get it later. What's this right here?
That's it.
Oh, it's gonna break something.
But Kalina, did you like those? No, we're not having an auction tonight. I just want to get here and say happy belated Thanksgiving to you guys and tell y'all about what we got coming up. Is that the right one, George?
I'll pay her for it.
Yeah, just take that pile thing and make sure it works, George. But we've got hopefully we'll get that unit
So that brings it
Uh,
down to,
Let me see what I got it for. I've got it for $910 right now. You guys seen it? What y'all think?
All right, thank you.
I won't go a lot higher than that, I don't think.
Y'all have a good day.
Oh, we did, Hidden. We ate. Hey, Paul. A lot of people just now coming on. I see, seeing that we're on. We just got on there to show people the unit that we're bidding on. We're going to try to put together a hour-long episode of Uncle Jed's treasure hunting, and I explained that to some that's just now joining. As we bid on a unit, and as it winds down, we're going to actually record that, and then record a road trip to wherever we go, and then record when we open the door up, and that's what opening boxes, and then we'll edit it all down, and actually record when we're selling some of the better items, and we're going to edit it all down into 1 hour video that people can watch. And we'll see how that goes on YouTube. Because I know a lot of people, they like to get on there and watch, but they don't want to watch. You know, we have auctions 4 hours, and they don't usually rewatch our auctions unless, you know. So we're going to try to edit it down to 1 hour and make it sort of like a TV show, and try to do that, you know, several different times this year. So hopefully that'll work out and work out pretty good. I'd love to have done that when we found the Civil War letters or that $30,000 in gold jewelry. That would have been cool. Yeah, if it fit, I'd see the phones. I guess I have to get one of them cases that Brenda, that would have a, you know, to be able to use, because that's what I'd use. I'd use a couple of different phones, iPhones or Android phones, to do some different shots, and then we'll upload it all and then try to edit it down. Which I like doing sort of stuff like that if I've got time, and, you know, put some maybe put the twist in there, a few things like that, and won't nothing be set up, you know, as far as trying to put something there and say, look what we found. Now, guys, I'll tell y'all a story. I remember, I think it was in Lebanon, Tennessee, and I had a big old gold ring that I'd got or bought, or somehow or another. I had a big gold ring, and it was in the car, and we had bought some units. This is when you bought them live. He was there on site, and this other guy bought several. So he came up there, and we usually talk to each other, you know, because I went down there and talked to him, and he'd come up there, and they sort of like to see what you buy in the units. And I'd gotten that gold ring out, and when he came up there and was talking to me, he said, "What'd you find in there?" And I said, "Man, look at here." And it was a big gold ring. And that's when gold was pretty expensive even back then. It's got back up there now. But I said, I found this, and, you know, just make up all kind of stuff just to aggravate. And I think I told him difference because he had bid on a unit way up there because he thought a gun was in it. He said it was stuffed with paper. It was a gun, look, one of them cloth camo gun carriers. And it looked like a gun was in it. And him and some other guys, they bid it way up there thinking there was a gun in there. And it was stuffed with paper or cardboard to make it look like, I guess, to keep the shape of the case. Somebody had done that. So we have some fun used to when we did the live bidding with some of the guys, the locals and people that you got to know from the different places. And there was one guy in Nashville. We went on a caravan. You go from one storage unit, you know, it's like public storage. You go from one unit a couple miles down the road to another one. And this one guy would always, when I was bidding on something, he'd bid me up. And finally, the one unit, I can remember it was like a unit that had like different compartments in it that went around like an L. And he bid it up to, I think it was $1,600. I just stopped. I said, "You have it." And then when I was around there paying for the units I bought, he came in, he said, "Man," he said, "I don't know what I was thinking." He said, you want that unit? I'll just go and let you have it for what I gave for it." I was like, "No, don't want it now." And he didn't bid against me very much after that. But most of the guys are pretty cool. You know, most of them will back off when they see there's not no money left in it, or if there's items in there that they know. There's guys that really like the furniture units. I don't like the furniture units. And if I see they're bidding on it, you know, I'll back off because I don't like fooling with a lot of furniture, you know, unless there was boxes in there too. And then there's those guys, they recognize you and they'll say, you know, you you didn't bid me a pile on that unit, I'm gonna stop. You know, they'll bid on it because they don't want you getting it for nothing, but they'll slack up on you when you get to know people. Used to, now it's all online. Everything seems to be online. So we're hoping to get a few units. I'm ready to go on a road trip and take you guys with me by way of recording, and we'll do some live videos too, like we usually do. That's a lot of fun at the same time that we're recording. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting back to doing that. Like I told you guys, I ain't got the campaign to worry about now. I'm wide open to go treasure hunting, looking at estates and things like that. Bring you guys some good items, because I know for some of you it is really hard to get out and to buy things. And I know you guys enjoy it when we do our auction. A lot of you don't get to go to the estate sales, and ours is more like an estate sale or an auction house. Paul, we can do that for you, hon. We can do that for you sometime, Paul. We'd enjoy that.
Studio mic,
The studio mic.
an Eagle. It's in a brown box.
Yeah, it's a flat box, and it should be over there. It's not over here. It's a flat box.
Yeah, that's what you said. Brown box.
But Paul, just sometime or another, we'll fix that up and we'll do that. Hey, Bubba, we're just on here telling everybody happy day after Thanksgiving, and I know some people's not having their dinner till today or tomorrow, this weekend. Just enjoy this weekend, guys. And I've heard today that Black Friday is not very successful. I've heard some people and I may be hearing wrong, that went to places like Walmart and in the towns. We ain't got a Walmart here, but it's not a lot of people's out today. You know, usually I did see in Nashville where at a bass shop or something like that where they was lined up. But has anybody been out today? Yeah, Cyber Monday. But today I don't think they had that many great Black Friday deals. And from what I'm hearing, Walmart wasn't crowded. I mean, India was going to go get Jasmine a pair of non-slip shoes for her work at the restaurant. And I think some girl had some at India bought last night anyway. But I said, you don't want to go out on Black Friday. And you'll be forever getting in and out of stores. But I've heard some detail of people being at Walmart and places, and it's raining down there in Mississippi with Sandra. Oh, Jeff said it was, that might have just been, used to. It was 5 o'clock when everybody got out, right? And I don't even think Walmart opened until 6 o'clock, 6 a.m. Today. So I guess as the day progressed, I guess everybody getting over saying, it's not crowded. There's nobody at Walmart and there's nobody here or there. Then everybody thought, man, I'm going now. Oh my goodness. Kalina Hun. My daughter was at our Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. Then she went to work all night. She's a CNA. She tested this morning as positive for COVID. Yeah, Rebecca. Ain't that the truth? We might have to start our own Walmart here. Not call it Walmart, just a big old outlet store. And that's in my mind for next year. I won't let the cat out of the bag, but having something like Ollie's or Big Lots and me just buying truckloads of overstock and returns and just fill up a building with them. But Kalina, my goodness, I'm sorry about that. She tested positive this morning. My son he's getting over it right now. But the good news is this, Kalina. Of course, his fiance and 2 children live there with him. And they tested negative, after about a week. And of course, he's tried to stay in another room, but it's almost impossible in a little small house. And she was in the vehicle with him when they went and got tested and stuff. So the good news is, Kalina, we'll be praying for you guys if that's the case. For some reason or another, some people can get it and they don't spread it at all. And then others get it and they spread it everywhere they go. I don't know what the deal is with it, but we're hoping that's the case with your daughter that was at your dinner yesterday. And, she may have even picked it up at work all night long. Yeah, Rebecca. And Jerry said that he had it for 3 days. I mean, the real bad symptoms for 3 days. He still can't taste anything or smell anything, but the fevers and the coughing and the headaches and everything. He was really bad for 3 days. Didn't have to go to the hospital, thank God. But his wife and everybody tested negative. And my neighbor had it here back several months ago, and his wife, elderly mother, daughter, none of them ever got it. So I don't understand. And then we had a church here where one person went in and infected 20 people. So I don't know if just some people are, it's more potent and they're more of a super spreader, and others just don't spread at all. Or some people's got a natural immunity to it for whatever reason, their case. Hey, my hand's itching. I may be going to get that unit. That might be going to be a good unit. Mom always said when your hand's itching, you're getting some money. There's money coming in, guys. But yeah, Kalina, you just be careful, hon. So I imagine you'll have to get tested now and quarantined now for sure. But she could have picked it up last night. Some people, it don't take days and days and days. Some people, it's just a few hours after they come in contact with it. That may be the reason she tested positive. But we'll keep you guys in your prayers. And I told all my brew when they came in, if any of y'all sick, y'all head back out the door. Wow, Rebecca, that's a blessing, honey. Yeah, but you just be careful, Kalina, because she was exposed to your daughter at the Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. So you be careful, honey. Just keep an eye. If you get to feeling bad, go get tested. And just try to stay away, for a little while, several days there. Wow. Maybe I need to do that for smoking. But when I had type A flu here a few weeks ago, and I quarantined with that too, guys, because you can give the flu to people just as much. There's a lot of people that's getting type A. There was one lady that I talked about today or read about it, I think over in Glasgow. They had type A and B flu at the same time, and they was just feeling awful. So the flu is going around type A, especially here too. So I was just as careful with that as I would have been with COVID. I stayed in my room and do that, Kalina. That's a smart thing to do, honey. And we'll just hopefully, that if you do wind up testing positive, just like Rebecca said, she had several people in all different states that had it, and they had it. Like little Jerry, it was he said, Daddy, it was worse than the flu, but it was 2 or 3 days and he's better. So we're hoping that's the case. And I worry too, because I'll be 58 Tuesday. Tuesday's my birthday. I'll be 58 years old. So I worry too about getting it. And especially when you're reading the news media, all they tell you is about people that's dying. That's all you see constantly. They remind you, of people that's dying. And they're concentrating on that small percentage, which one's too many. They're concentrating on that small percentage. But, the biggest percentage of people, and I'm saying this for Kalina so she won't be worried because I know she just had surgery. The biggest percentage of people get it, and they may have have it rough for a few days, but the biggest majority of people do get it, and they get better, just like what Rebecca was saying there. And they don't let you know about that. I think we already did. Everybody, go get Rebecca over 1,000. Subscribe to her channel. But I wanted to say that for Kalina, so you don't worry, because I worry too, constantly, because I don't want to get it, because I might be one of them that get it and have it real rough or even die. So, and these things, these images that the news media is portraying, it really makes people worry a lot. And we stay precautious, and we wash our hands. We don't get on top of nobody. Nobody was, my babies, my girls and stuff, all of them, we're around them all the time anyway with their Thanksgiving dinner. That's the way it was yesterday. But, I was still careful. Making sure nobody was sick or anything like that. Because I'd send them home. I don't care if I'm a baby girl. You come in sick with flu, diarrhea, I don't care what you got. You come to my house, I'm sending you back home if you're sick. So I wanted to let Galena sort of rest a little bit easier knowing that. The biggest percentage of people that get it, some of them don't, have it very bad at all. Some of them have it, pretty rough, or like my son did for 2 or 3 days. And then, there's a small percentage of people that do have. Now, y'all remember John's mom? She's 94 years old, Betty. They used to sit in on my auctions a little bit. Would come in and sit on the online, just have something to do. John would bring her. And of course, she was in a nursing home back several months ago. 94 years old. She got COVID and just had a few sniffles. We don't hear about stories like that, and we need to hear about the stories that are really bad, to where people do get it and they have it really, really rough, and some even die. We need to hear that, but we also need to hear about all the people that's went through it, like Rebecca there, and they get better. We got to hear both sides of it. So we can't just get bombarded with all the negatives. People dying, and this one, 2 or 3 dying in the family. We can't just hear that all the time. We need to hear it, so we'll stay cautious. But we'll also need to hear stories like Becky talking about 6 or 7 people getting and getting better. My son getting and getting better. And the biggest majority of people that get it, they get better. Let me see. Bless your heart, Becky. Yeah, and that's and we need to hear about all of it, just like I said. We do need to hear about that. It can be very, very deadly. And I've always knew this from day one, but we also need to be able to hear about all the good stories. How that and WBKL, our local news station in Bowling Green, they asked the question, how many people had COVID, but none of the other household members got it, that live right in your house? And it was story after story after story after story of people said, yeah, I got it. And my husband, it was done too late when I got it. We'd done been around each other, so we didn't do anything any different. He never got it. My children never got it. And just like with my son, his fiance never got it. We need to hear story. And it was story after story of people that said, yeah, we had it, but, our mom or dad didn't get it, or brother and sister. Everybody that lived in the same household, just one person got it. And then we need to hear the other story of where one person got it and everybody got it. So we need to hear both sides of the story. So we're just not outweighed on one side thinking death, death, death. And, we need to have hope. You need to have the whole story. Youngest 2 years old, and you was oldest at 55. All you got to do is click on her picture. I think. Are you allowed to click on her picture? I think you just click on her picture, don't you, John, to go to her link? Yeah, go right ahead, Becky. That's fine, honey. We're just on here shooting the bull crap. Everybody's sort of having a little Thanksgiving get together with my other family. I guarantee it, brother. And like I said, we may get it tomorrow and be gone next week. And if I do, I'll say hello to Jesus too for you guys. But I'm going to be cautious. And I've had a lot of people tell me, because I'm not a big mask wearer, if I have to go in the store with a mask on, I'll do it, because it's their store. Hey, if I got a sign on my door right there that says you got to have a mask on, this is my place of business. You got to do what I say, you don't. And so when I do go to a place of business, they want you to wear a mask, I do it. But I'm not big on mask wearing as far as, walking down the road, riding the car, anything like that. And a lot of people, I hate it when they say, you never thought the virus was real. You called it a hoax. I know of nobody that said the virus was a hoax or the virus wasn't real. I know a lot of people use the virus for their own benefit, whatever it is. I know that to be a fact. A lot of people has used this virus, including Republicans, Democrats, leaders, hospitals for their own benefit. I know that. But I've never said it was a hoax, never said it wasn't real. I know of nobody that has said that. So a lot of people has told me that, but I'm the world's worst worrier. as far as, trying to getting something or worrying about this, worrying about that. You guys, you know me long enough to know I worry about things. And I worry about COVID. I worry about, my child got it. And if my mom and dad was still living, I'd definitely be worried about them.
Oh, you might wanna take it off, or just tip it up so it's not on the scale.
We'll get that word out there for you. Put a link there. We'll sure do it, and we'll try to promote that for you, Becky. But yeah, I'm the world's worst worrier when it comes to getting. And no, the reason here's hidden. Here's my theory on the mask. Yeah, I'm fixing to answer that. This is my theory on the mask. When you put the CDC guideline says, you got your mask on. Before you take your mask off, you are supposed to Germ-X your hands before you touch that mask. Okay? And you put it back on, you're supposed to Germ-X your hands. Nobody's doing that. And what they're doing, they're going into Walmart and places, they're touching a product that somebody else has touched. They're touching a doorknob, they're touching a gas pump. And those masks, I watch people. And anytime you've got something on your face, you're actually touching your face more. And when you're touching that, then you touch a product and you don't buy it. And to me, I think that the mask, if they were used properly and you didn't touch your face all the time, I think they would help a lot. But I think they're actually, they help spread it as much as they don't. To me, because more people are touching their face, touching products. It's not that the masks don't work. I think they'd be great about stopping, spit from coming out of your mouth, landing on products or landing on somebody else. But I think you're touching that mask. And if you get a little bit of COVID, if you get a little bit of COVID on that mask, you're breathing out 99, 98 temperature, the perfect incubation temperature for viruses. And it's going to grow and it's going to sit there and it's going to be more of a dose of COVID all day long with that mask, breathing that in and out until you finally get that right amount in there to develop COVID. And that's my theory on the mask. It's not that I don't think they don't work. I think they actually, I think it balances out. I think they work some, and then I think they give COVID some. I think it's a balancing act with them. If you wear them, just don't touch your face, period. And when you wash your hands before you take them off. And if you use disposable masks, change them things about every hour. If you're out and about, I'm telling you, they're causing a big spike too. And plus people not wearing them, coughing and your spit going, 4 or 5 foot on the products, and maybe you're a carrier of COVID. Thank you, Don. He got it up there for you, Miss Becky. Don took care of it for you, Becky. But yeah, that's my big thing with masks. I think it's they're just right there. No, just don't touch your face, Hidden. Like right now, I'm rubbing my nose thinking about it. But yeah, when I go into a business and they've got a sign on the door that says they are required, I don't know how to save a lot because they don't enforce it. I mean, I don't even know if they've got a sign on the door anymore. Because I would be touching my face all the time with it constantly. Just talking about it automatically has got me itching my mustache. And I think they do. I think they hinder it. And the best thing that I've got advice to give people is before you go in the store, Germ-X your hands. And then while you're in the store, do not touch your face. And as soon as you come out of the store, that's what we do. We Germ-X our hands. And I actually rub some. See, I'm still trying to fool my face talking about that. It's a psychological thing. Sweet Caroline. But yeah, guys, just everybody's got to think for themselves. We've always used common sense. Like I said, when I had the flu, type A flu a few weeks ago, I treated it just like I had COVID. I stayed away from everybody. I stayed in the room, and that's what we've always done. And I think if these leaders would actually come out and say, guys, look, use common sense. You know, we're not going to mandate one thing. Just use common sense. If you go out, use Germex a lot, you know, you're in a big crowded space, you know, put a mask on, but just don't touch your face constantly with that mask and use a clean mask. Don't throw them out in the parking lot. I think our leaders will just come on and talk to us, you know, like on an equal level with us. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Drew, I think it is. Exactly, Becky. But yeah, just I have 3 more people and that I help her get over to the 1,000 mark on her subscriber channel. But yeah, definitely with it's all about. And I wish our leader in Kentucky would do that. You know, bless his heart, bless his family. I wish he would. I wish he'd just come on there instead of talking to us like we're children. Talk to us like you're sitting in a room with us. I tell you what, I don't care if you're the governor, who you are. If I'm sitting in a room, you're not going to talk to me like a kid. You're not going to talk to me like I'm a child. If you'll talk to me on equal playing field like another adult, I think I'd probably listen to you a lot more. You know, it's just a thing about being treated like a kid when you're a grown butt man or woman. It's just another psychological thing, and I don't think they realize that how much farther it would go to say, hey guys, you know, let's use common sense like we always have. This is a virus, just like the flu, just like the swine flu, just like the other things we faced. You know, now it could get a little worse than the flu on you now. I'm telling you that, you know, symptom wise and everything else. And it could be deadly for some of you. So let's just everybody use common sense. And I wish they would do that more. Well, that's what I was just telling you about Miss Betty. 94-year-old woman survived it. Yeah, I got you, D. I know that. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of people that don't use it, but those people that listen to this, D, those people that don't use common sense, they're not going to use it if somebody mandates it. Okay, but then you've got a big percentage of the people that would use common sense, and they wouldn't talk to like a child, and wouldn't mandate it, you know, and you know, told you you're going to have to do this when. Those people's going to be out there regardless. So they're going to be out there regardless. Those people that won't use common sense. So if our governor, which talks to everybody like a little child, and he does, and there's I'm not just saying because he's a Democrat. There's Republican governors that's doing the same thing. They talk to everybody like they're a little child. Man, we've been dealing with viruses our whole life, and we've been staying away from people when we're sick. That's all you got to do is get up there and tell people, you know, guys, we're gonna do this, okay? I'm not gonna talk to you like a child. I'm not gonna mandate anything unless I just absolutely have to. You guys are smart people, and we're gonna have the 20%, 10% of people that's not, okay? But let's 80%, the rest of us, let's get in here and let's try to beat this thing. Use common sense. I think you'd have so many more people not divided because you got people arguing on Facebook back and forth. You know, mask wearers, non-mask wearers. You know, this and that. And just constantly doing that. And I think it's the leader's position to bring those people together and say, look, it's nobody's fault. This is a virus. It ain't the mask wearer's fault. It ain't the non-mask wearer's fault. You know, it's a stupid virus, and people just. Yeah, and you know, I don't even, Drew, I'm a big Republican. All right, Paul, we may try to catch you if we're eating us bite about that time, okay? But, you know, I'm a big Trump supporter. Yes, he does, Sandy. You know, Lenny, I've watched people with masks on, and when they go to sneeze, they'll take their mask down and sneeze. Or when they go to cough, I don't know if you've seen people do that. I try to do the elbow cough, and I try to be careful. So, yeah, what was I saying on the? We all just need to get together and know that we can beat this thing, and we can. Yeah, I'm a big Trump supporter, but I want to tell you this. I'm calling you Drew because that's the only way I know how to pull your name across there, pronounce your name. But with Joe Biden, I'm not as worried about Joe Biden being president. Okay. And I won't get into the election specifics about, something was stolen or not. When he gets inaugurated, I'm not as worried about Joe Biden being president. I'm really not. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm pretty sure that he's going to be more of a moderate. Oh, I'm pronouncing it right, Drew. I think, Drew, he's going to be more of a moderate. I think Joe Biden is. Now, I don't like a lot of the I'm a conservative. And I know, Bill, I'm a conservative. And we're big against abortion. And a lot of the things that, the difference between the Democratic Party and Republican Party. But I see you, Don or Kathy, whichever one that is. Drew. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm Southern. But I'm not worried about Biden. I'm really not. Now, if Camila, I can't even pronounce her name. There you go, Evil, and I'll sell them for you. We'll get rich. But I'm not really worried about him. I am worried about that lady. She's a little, way out there. I'm not that far right. I sort of tend to go sometimes towards the middle, and I think that's what Biden sort of does, and that's all right with me. I think it'll be okay. But now with Camilla, I think she's going to be so far left. So I'm really going to be praying for Joe Biden. 78 years old. I'm going to pray that he stays healthy for 4 years. I think we can handle Joe Biden for 4 years. I really do. And I'm going to pray that we have one checkpoint with the Senate to sort of keep things balanced, a check and balance. I hear you, Eagle. I hope the Republicans will stay in the Senate. And that way everything is sort of, maybe they all work together. We'll have a Democratic president, we'll have a Democratic House and a Republican Senate. Maybe we can all just get together and work and get some things done. I'm hoping. Bill said he's a libertarian, a librarian. Are you a librarian? Is that what you're saying? I didn't know you worked at the library. Bill, good night. I'd ordered a few books from you, even though I usually wait till the movie comes out. I know it. I couldn't even get toilet paper for my own house. Yeah, that's what we all got to do is try to work together, Bill. I think so. And I told somebody the other day, I don't even know if I want to be a Republican no more. Because one thing about the Democrats, they got backbones. They'll do anything. They got the backbone. They'll do it. Republicans, we just ain't got backbone. We ain't got backbones no more. I'm telling you. I'm talking about the leaders. I'm not talking about us in general. Evil Lenny said he's got a connection for toilet paper. Yeah, when I talk about, different positions, I'm mainly talking about leaders. I'm not talking about us common folks that believe different things and have different political beliefs and things like that. Because we all can get along. I know that. And I've seen that because I've got such a diverse crowd. Yeah. But, that's the far out left, John, and then you got the far out right. And if we all just meet it, but I'm just hoping that when all this is said and done, that we all just we still got some checks in. Yeah, I'm hoping that it does, D. And my whole family, from way back when Democrats, and my dad, when I registered as Republican, he about whooped me, and I was 18 years old, and he was actually going to whoop me and was serious about it. But I've got, to where the older I get, the more I realize is that, sometimes political parties just aren't the best, but it's the only thing we got right now that we have to stick with. And whether you're Democrat, whether you're Republican, you love your party. It's just like loving a ball team. Oh, you're over in Denmark. Wow, that's crazy, Drew. See, in America, Evil Lenny said we should take one of each category and do a WWF Hell in a Cell. Last one standing wins. Well, Donald Trump's done got experience with that. You remember him doing this to Vince McMahon, taking him down and pounding on him? But yeah, guys, and I didn't mean to, and I don't do that on my auctions. I try to. Who sang the who song? Who, the group Who, Bill? Wow, I see. We don't, and see these stories like that Drew's telling from Denmark would actually, guys, don't you think that would be sort of interesting to hear that news? They said that due to 1 week, it made the corona mutate, and I guess he's talking about COVID-19. And we're not hearing no news, and it's time we got back to hearing some actual news, some Walter Cronkite news. I don't know, Bill. Who sung it? Inquiry minds want to know who sung it. And guys, I didn't catch none of that went on a while ago. I was talking, and I usually avoid confrontation or drama, and that wasn't nothing to do with me. But whatever they was talking about a while ago, I just sort of let that roll off my back like water on a duck's back, I guess. Oh, see, and stories like that is great. All right, Peaches. I didn't read none of that. I was talking, just having a little political talk, trying to bring people together. Because I know I've got a lot of people that live up in New York, and they're more on the Democratic side, and I've got people in the South more on the conservative side. So that's why. Oh, Danish butter cookies, they're great. That's why when we have an auction, if somebody brings up Trump, Biden, I quickly try to change the subject. Because I know me and Vanis, me and you can do the Hell in a Cell match. No, Peaches, you're fine. I'm just saying I didn't read none of that. I don't know what all went on. No, you take me, Vanis. Unless I can bring the chair and the stick with the barbed wire around it and all that stuff. Yeah, and a lot of people are. I'm just saying I know I've got other people that's we've got a lot of people that's diverse when it comes to our auction. That's why I sort of steer away from political talk and sometimes I get into it and get overboard, but I try to steer away from that because I like to keep our auction, neutral and family fun and just having fun. Forget about all that, because I am a big political guy that I love history of politics and I love the politics period. And I hate it too. It's a love-hate relationship. But I keep it away from trying to, at our auction. Now, this is not an auction, so that's why I've talked about it a little bit and talked about the virus and COVID a little bit. And if you notice, even on the auction, I don't get into that because it's such a big division with that also. So we try to keep our auction fun. That way we all can forget about these problems. God, we see it on Facebook. We see it on the news media. We see it all around so much. When you come to my auction, I want it to be a place where we can just escape all that stuff and do the twist and sell crap, the poop. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about my stuff being crap. Sell the poop. Yeah, that's sort of the way it's. We could call it Uncle Jed's bar, where everybody just gets there. They talk about ball games. Even if you get to talk about ball games, we're going to get to talk. Yeah, Dookie Dad. Yeah, that's so cool. And my birthday now, everybody, is going to be Tuesday night. So I have to have a birthday drink during the auction. So it may get interesting on Tuesday night. So, but we do. I like trying to keep everybody, God, we have so much drama all the time in their life. Some more, some less. And when you come to our show, I don't want it to be all kind of drama and everything like that. No, I'm turning 38, Vanis. Wrong. Yeah, D. Scott, we'll have a birthday drink Tuesday night. And we do, and I ain't got no secret. I do have a drink, we social drink. A lot of people do. So my birthday night, I think no, it wasn't India. Somebody had we had to work on their birthday, and I said, well, I'll probably have to work on mine. And dadgummit Tuesday night. No, we're turning 58. I was born in 1962, the very last part of 1962. I seen a Kennedy newspaper where he got murdered in 1963. I wasn't even a year old when he got assassinated. Moderation, yeah. And I'll have to, because if I don't, I've actually done a few shows where I didn't do it in moderation. But we'll have some fun, guys. Yeah, Drew, the reason we do that at our auction, I'll take Vanis Brown, for instance, there. Yeah, Peaches. Yeah, I was born 1962, December 1st. D. Big 58 here. And you've probably done turned to 58 because I don't guess your birthday's in the last of November or in December. But the reason we have moderators is like Vanis Brown was bidding on stuff one night. And then another Vanis Brown comes on there, same picture, everything. He says, well, I'm not bidding. That wasn't me. And so we had trolls that come on here. They would copy people's image, take the time to copy somebody's image, and then they'll go on here and act like they're somebody. And we had them doing that with a lot of our customers. So I decided to make a moderator for everybody, and that they can't copy. They can't come on there as a troll and be a moderator. We've got to actually make them a moderator, so that way we know that it's the real Vanis Brown or the real Mike Higdon or the real Steve Metter. Because I can remember everybody that they made a troll out of that night. And it was bad there for a week or two. And one of the good customers, I think, came up with that idea for me. I'm not going to take the credit for it. But that's why, Drew, we have everybody as a moderator. And everybody's real cool on here. Yeah, we got to give D Scott. We can give D one because D, you may not be the real D Scott. You got it, brother. Yeah, and you know what? A lot of them was actually local people. You are, I know. Oh, it was Sean that did that. Yes, Dave. I knew it was, one of the customers that did. One of you guys did that. No label, but they would come on there and they would take your image and they would get your name there and do it exactly like you do. And they'd come on there and bid. And it was awful, and it was, we luckily had the people like Vanis was on there at night saying, it's not me. And we messaged Steve Metter, and I knew it wasn't Steve because he don't buy stuff like what was being bought. And that's what got me suspicious about it. But yeah, Sean the Brick gave us that idea, and it really works good. It's worked out good. And you would think we'd have moderators putting people in timeout and slapping people around and all that stuff. And we have very little confusion like that. Very little. When the trolls come and they start talking nasty, one of the somebody will get them on there. Yeah, I think it is because it's not an auction, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you. And we don't ship overseas right now. No, we don't right now because we've had some problems with like stuff getting hung up in customs in some countries. And some of those, I don't know, and people have to pay a ridiculous, what's that called? I can't even think of it now. They have to pay a ridiculous price to get their item in some countries. Tariff, customs, yeah, tariffs. And that's why we don't do it right now, Drew. And we might later on smaller items because I don't think smaller items get hung up in there. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I don't think smaller items get hung up in customs like, we sent a clock. It was like $900 to France one time. We lost the money on that. The guy said he got caught up in customs, and I believed him. And so he never got that. It was a beautiful clock that he had bought. And so that's sort of why we don't do that right now. Okay, I'm going to take it back off then, Dave. I'm going to take it back off, Dave, for right now then. And then you can let me know. Yeah, that's Drew, and that's why we don't do it, because it wouldn't be advantageous for you to buy something. And like I said, unless it was a really rare item, and we've had a few of those that would, we might. Yeah, it's a ridiculous price, and that's why we don't do it. But we like you guys to watch and to talk to us, during the auction, and maybe you've got some knowledge as far as. I mean, I've got customers on here. They know about rocks, they know about jewelry, and history items. When we have some historical items, they give us a lot of input, and we are taught a lot by the customers. All right, guys, I've got to get busy. It's done getting dark outside here in Scotland. We got snow coming. Sandra, are y'all gonna have snow down there in Mississippi Monday? I know you said it was raining down there now. We actually got snow in the forecast Monday here in Scottsville, Kentucky, South Central Kentucky. And I don't know if any of you other guys, I know Peaches has done got snow out there in not Peaches, Arizona, yeah, probably in Arizona, I guess. And then Amy probably in Colorado. And y'all won't get it down there in Mississippi, Sandra. But you can come up here to Kentucky, we're gonna get some snow. Yeah, it's gonna be. I think our high is gonna be just around freezing mark Monday or Tuesday.
I ain't break it out my sleigh because it ain't gonna snow.
Maybe it's gonna rain Monday and it's snowing
It said
Tuesday.
rain and snow mix.
And then Tuesday's when it's gonna be.
It said rain and snow mix Monday when I saw the news.
Yeah, it's so you guys have a good time this weekend. And you know what? For the first time when I left here Wednesday night, the word holiday, I really got the meaning. Yeah, I know that, Peaches. I really got the meaning of the word holiday. I said it to India as we was leaving Wednesday night for the auction. It's holiday. And Burlington, Kentucky, from us, I've never heard of Burlington. So it's probably a good ways away, probably in western Kentucky or eastern Kentucky. I'll have to look it up, Evil. I don't know. I've never heard of that town. More likely, I've probably been through it. But I got a new meaning, the new grasp of the word holiday. I mean, it's just when you can say we're on holiday, and they say it over the pond a lot, maybe over in Denmark where Drew's at. When they say we're on holiday, we usually think of a particular holiday. But it's a day that you're off, and you've not got the worries of the business or the everyday grind. And you're actually you're enjoying your family, and you can just sort of take a break from life for a little while, that particular life of the grind. And so when I said to India the other night about it's holiday time, And it really struck hard right here that, you know, the next day was going to be having Thanksgiving and being with family and truly a holiday. So I want you guys to enjoy the holiday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. Call some people up, FaceTime some people, cook some stuff, have a bonfire. We had a bonfire the other night and roasted marshmallows and hot dogs, and Senator India played some oldies music, and we danced and had some fun. So take time to enjoy life with your family. None of us was promised, you know, tomorrow or next minute, next hour. So just enjoy time. Northern Kentucky. Well, I probably went through it in Northern Kentucky because I think that's the way you go when you go to Northern would be up around Louisville area. Cincinnati is right across the river there, all that northern part. So we've been all up through there about with storage units, crossing over into Ohio or, you know, going to Virginia or to Indiana. We've been all around that northern part, Evelyn. So we probably went through it and probably seen it on a sign on the interstate somewhere. All right, guys. Been fun chatting with y'all. We've chatted for now about good night, an hour and a half. It's been a good chat. Just wanted to say hi. Spend a little time. I don't know that. I always heard Catholic was the happiest people, Sandy. You guys drink a lot. I'm aggravating you, Sandy. But I want to spend a little time with my family, you guys, for Thanksgiving. And it's been fun talking to everybody, Peaches and Bill and Diva and Evil Lenny and Sandy and D. Scott and Drew over in Denmark. All you guys, I wanted to have a nice little chat with y'all and spend a little Thanksgiving time with y'all. So we'll see you guys Tuesday night. And maybe before then, if we get that unit in Missouri, we'll go live, share some of the event, the trip with you guys. All right, God bless y'all. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Spend some time this weekend just enjoying yourself and enjoying life. God bless y'all.
We're on that 97 first edition.